Today I'm going to show you how to make these sweet little pumpkins out of fabric. Okay, so to get started on this craft, you're going to need some materials. For the leaf, I used a green felt, and for the top layer is like the green leafy layer. I used a matching, I took a gingham colored fabric, but you could do polka dot or you could do plain, but it has to be a green. And then your other fabrics, I've chosen, the two I showed you are orange, but I'm also going to make a yellow and a green. So I made sure my green was darker than the green for the leaf, and then a solid orange. So depending on what you want to do, you could do, I did an orange polka dot, I did a plain polka dot, just any different varieties. I kind of like the polka dots and the plains, but you could do a gingham would also be cute. So you want to get your materials. For the small pumpkin, 1/4 yard of fabric does one pumpkin. And for the larger pumpkin, you're definitely going to need a half a yard of fabric. So keep that in mind when you're buying your fabrics. For the top fabric, the green, you're only going to need 1/4 yard, and that'll do a bunch of different pumpkins, and 1 piece of green felt. So the first thing you want to do to get started, if you're going to be making multiple pumpkins, is to make your stencils. So the top layer, which is your green layer, you're going to make a circle that's going to be 3 3/4 of an inch in circumference. Then you're going to do another one, which is your next layer, which is about 4 1/4 inches. And then you're going to do another circle, and this one's going to be about 4 1/2. And then you're going to do another circle, which is going to be about 5 1/4. And then your final circle is going to be 5 3/4. So that's to do the small pumpkin. So you're going to do 2 circles in each one, 2, 2, and 2. And then you're going to do 1 in this and 1 in this, and this will be your green. Your smallest is your green. So when you finish cutting them all out, this is what you're going to end up with. So you're going to have 2, 2, this is the middle layer, 2, and then 1 small, and then the smallest is your green. So 2, 4, 6, 7, and then 1 green. Then the other thing you're going to want to cut out is you're going to want to cut out a square, just a small square. This is going to be the base of your pumpkin. That's what's going to be on the bottom. And then you want to get a dowel. And for the smaller one, it's a 3 inch. For the larger one, it's a 4 inch. And I had this dowel that was kind of brown anyway, so I didn't do anything to it, but you could paint it. If it's like the dowel is like a really light color, you could paint it brown for the stem. But I chose not to paint it because I liked it the way it was. And then I cut out a leaf shape out of felt. And so for the circles, you can just go on the computer and go into a Word document and create circles right off of the shapes function at the top. And you can easily do it, and then you can enlarge or reduce. So if you want a pumpkin smaller than this or a pumpkin larger, you just take the shapes and equally increase them all to the size that you're interested in. So once you get all your shapes cut out and you have your pieces all here, then you're going to take a needle and thread, and you're going to stitch. But before you do that, the one thing I always tend to forget that you don't want to forget is fold your circles, every circle, into quarters. And you're going to take your fabric scissors, and you're just going to make a little cut in the center of each of the circles, because I'll show you that's where you're going to feed your fabric through the dowel. So it's important to do this step before you start sewing so that you get the exact center. Now I've chosen to use embroidery thread. I use 2 strands and I try to match the color, even though I don't really think it would matter because you don't see it at all. So you can pretty much use any thread you want, but I just choose to do that. So you want to knot your thread, you want to be on the inside, and all you're going to do is close to the edge, you're going to weave in and out, going completely around the circle until you get to the back to where you started. So once you get back to where you started, you're just going to pull it and push it flat. So you make a flat disc, and you want to leave room enough that your dowel's going to fit through. So you don't want to close the hole completely tight. You just want it so that that'll come through. So then just knot off your thread like that. So your next step is to glue the dowel to your base. I put a good amount of glue on, and you want it right in the center. Like so. Okay, so you should have 2 large, 2 medium, 2 small, 1 very small, and then your leaf. And you're going to have the sewn side up. So you're going to take your 2 largest and you're going to sandwich them with the next size down, and then sandwich them with the next size down. Then your smallest one will go on the top, and then your leaf on top of that. So that's the way you're going to stack them. So put them like this, and then all you're going to do is take your cut hole and you're going to feed that through your dowel. So that's your bottom layer. So you're just going to continue this until you get all the way to the top. So once you have them all stacked on the top, the next thing you're going to do is hot glue your leaf to the top of that. And then I have a dowel, a pipe cleaner, sorry, not a dowel, pipe cleaner. And I'm going to use a half a pipe cleaner. And I'm going to just wrap it around something. And then I'll attach that. So the first thing I want to do is hot glue the leaf. And then you're just going to twist your pipe cleaner around it like so. And then this one I'm just going to cut off a little bit. It's a little long. So these are really cute decorations for the fall to get ready for Halloween. So if this is your first time watching, welcome, and please don't forget to subscribe. If you want to receive future notification of posts, hit the bell. And if you like the video, please give us a thumbs up. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.